#1 tracking story today inside Ben Affleck's sobering admission. Louis Aguirre is off and Michael Yo will be joining me in a moment. The Oscar-winning dad making a very brave announcement on Facebook yesterday that he's completed rehab for alcohol addiction.
Ben, you wear so many hats in Hollywood now, and you've also sort of opened up about, struggling with the fame. How do you deal with the pressure of I don't want to be in this at all?
I don't think about it too much in aggregate. I just focus on what I'm doing, and I don't get too caught up in the sort of whole meta thing of it all.
Taking life one day at a time. It's a philosophy closely associated with alcohol recovery and at the crux of that answer during our most recent interview with Ben in January. A day earlier, Ben was spotted in Beverly Hills with a sober companion. It was an indication that he was actively recommitting himself to recovery. And as we know now, he has completed treatment. Ben, who was spotted out today in Santa Monica with estranged wife Jennifer Garner, told the world his truth yesterday in a candid Facebook post, saying, quote, "I want my kids to know there is no shame in getting help when you need it, and to be a source of strength for anyone out there who needs help but is afraid to take the first step. I'm lucky to have the love of my family and friends, including my co-parent, Jen." That notion of helping others take the first step is actually the 12th step of Alcoholics Anonymous, which says in part, quote, "Having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics."
What do you think is important as a father to show your children to help shape them as they grow?
I can appreciate the feeling of being vulnerable and being afraid for your kids and wanting to protect them.
And now, with sobriety, Ben could emulate his own father's path. As a child, Ben's dad struggled with alcoholism as well and has now been sober for decades.
My father was a real alcoholic. He drank all day, drank every day. But I had good friends. I had Matt Damon, and I had a nucleus of friends that I grew up with and I had support from.
Where you going? I'm gonna take off.
Catapulting to fame alongside Matt Damon in their 1997 film Good Will Hunting. It was around that time a then 25-year-old Ben stopped drinking, telling a reporter, quote, "I have almost no inhibitions, so it's dangerous for me." In 2001, he checked into a 30-day rehab program in Malibu.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
What are some of the miracles in your life?
Well, Violet Sarah Sam. Work. Love.
Despite separating nearly 2 years ago, Jennifer has been instrumental in helping Ben get his life back on track. According to a report, Ben's health slipped over the holidays. And a source close to Ben tells us, quote, "Ben did this for himself and his family. Family always comes first."